Crystal sphere, let it ride in your eyes. Endless skies, golden streams, gentle beams in dreams. Harmonic ties, endless highs, no lies. Touch the air everywhere, no care. It's within, let it spin, let it begin. Angels sing, bells that ring, they bring open hearts, new stars, all parts. Whisper low, let it flow, let it show. Infinite, exquisite, we grow. Abundance near, feel it clear. Crystal sphere, let it ride in your eyes. Endless skies, breathe it in, feel the spin begin. Chimes will play, light the way and stay. Soft and white, let it guide inside. We're complete, endless beat, repeat.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another weekly Zodiac. How you guys doing? This is Mr. Cosmic, and I am back. Oh my God, what a week of classes! Oh, holiday week. Oh, I can say officially the last full week of school is done, and Mr. Cosmic is toast. I was like, there's a couple days I was like, do I call in? Do I call in? And I know many of my teacher friends were all talking. We're like, do we call in? Oh, one of my co-teacher friends today, she came to the door and I was like, she was almost crying. Like, I knew she was almost crying, but she was yelling at a kid. I wanted to just give her a hug. I was like, I could tell. I was like, oh my God, I felt so bad. How you guys doing? Welcome to another weekly Zodiac. I'm going to work on the signs. So what I do typically, we've been doing something a little different the last couple weeks here, but what you'll see is this, like, you'll see like this, I guess you could call it the fire sign here, and then I'll read the earth and then the air, and I gotta say it was way profound, way profound. And what I did is I was pulling like triple cards, like back to back to back cards. If you hadn't seen it, go back last week and check it out, because I mean, I think it was like 3 out of 4 of those Zodiac elemental signs. It was profound. So I'll pull 15 cards. I'll do a 15 card spread for you guys. But it's like I grouped those Aries, Leo, and Sag together, and you're like, oh, it's, you know, and I'm the same where I would like, oh, you know, that's so like kind of cutting corners. No. It's like, think of an attack. You're bringing like the air, you have the Aries archers, you know, or the Sagittarius, the archers. You have the Leos on the chariots, right? And then you have the Aries. It's like an attack. It's like it's like, oh my god, when I was reading, I'm like, this is so badass. I'm like, I'm putting you guys together. Instead of trying to say, no, you here, stay here, stay beyond this wall. I'm like, no. It's like, oh, it was absolutely fun. I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. If it's forever, it's forever. But I gotta say, I really had a good time. If you've been here before, thank you for being here. If not, please subscribe. Thank you for hanging out here. As always, I enjoy you guys for being part of the channel. Ethereal, congratulations on your 1,000 subscribers. I told you. On to many more. On to many more. If you haven't done so, check out Ethereal Moonlight's channel. They're on usually later on than I am. I think around 10 p.m. is the the later channel. They actually have a different vibe later than I. It's nothing bad about it, trust me. You'll see me hop on there every once in a while. I'm like, hey, how are you doing? So then the guest appearances. So you might see me go on there once in a while. Maybe even a week or two. Who knows? Maybe next week. But yeah, I'm actually going to take a couple days off next week. I said, you know what? Christmas Day, and I'm going to take a couple days after Christmas. I'm going to shut down completely. And I am so stressed, exhausted, not from here, but from school and everything. I'm going to just shut completely down. I'll put videos out. Stuff will be scheduled. But I just need to just turn off completely. We'll see what happens. I really appreciate you guys. But I'm just telling you, Ethereal, see? Like, everything happens. It's break time. Yeah, it's break time. So I'm shutting myself off. I'm turning off, doing nothing, like having a good time, but just I'm going to enjoy life for a little bit. Just going to turn myself off. Yeah. So if you guys don't see from me or hear from me, it's not because I don't want to be here. It's not because yeah, actually, you know what? I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I want to be me. I want to be me for a bit. I want Cosmic to be out there and living. Yeah. I'm going to enjoy the holidays for a little while. So some Christmas Day, I'm going to take a couple days off and then I'll come back. I should actually be back. I might come back Saturday night, even next Saturday night, but I'll be on for a few days. I'm not gone. I'll be on members only Monday night and all that and stuff. But I'll definitely be around. So yeah, go run in the snow. It is like super warm here in Massachusetts, like 60 degrees warm. All the snow is gone. So let's do this. Why don't we get started here and get read? I love if you guys are hanging out here. If you're in chat, please jump in. Don't be afraid to just say hi. How are you? Just say checking in, saying hello. Yeah. How are you? Yeah. So I'll let you guys know. So this is Aries, Leo, Sag, and if you are an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag, make some noise. I'll let you actually pick the tarot decks as we're sitting here. Because I'd love for you guys to be part of this process. So anything could happen. I was talking last night and I said, you know, this is what makes it even more fascinating, more off the charts, you know, the odds. I don't have any idea. I just flip the camera on and go, boom, let's go. But I was doing some recording. So Scorpio, I'll be out. You're last on the charts here, but Maria, I'll let you pick I'll let you pick it. I'll let you pick the tarot decks here. So 4 and 2, see? And so it's kind of like another way of looking the reading, right? This is like a collective reading, but you're in there. But you're reading with all your friends, saying, hey, we're at like some pub, going, hey, we're getting read. You know, I'm at the fire sign pub, right? Isn't that fun? We're at the ski lodge. So what do you guys think of that? So this is for you. Let's take a look. I'll give you a 50. This is like kind of a special elemental 15 card reading. And what do we, right? Ethereal likes this. Ethereal, come on, what do you say? Come on. First card out. Look, work. Angelically, coming reverse, this is work. Emotional work, but it's work. It's still work. So you're putting a lot of work in here. This is what we have here, fire signs. You're setting the tone, setting the trend. You're putting the work in. Keep coming back. Money's coming in. I don't want to call this a 2026 reading. Not quite yet. How crazy is that? It's like, not yet. Hold on. Wait. I'm hearing wait. Wait. Really? I'm hearing wait. Like, it's really emotional. It's like that last minute catapult, right? It's about to fire. You can hear it. You can hear it creaking. Like, wait. Like, you're cranking it up. Wait. You want to get as far as you can. Wait. Here it is. Get ready. Wait here. You know what I'm saying? Wait. Here's that gray area. Wait. Dark horse candidate. You guys have been waiting for me. Wait. Wait. Star seed. This is that. That's the center card. This is the one on the left. It's the emotions. This is the gray area. Wait. Yes or no? You know you're about to launch something into the stratosphere. I tell you, these readings are so different than the other ones. I'm so happy I found this. I'm so happy you guys have brought me to do this, got me to do this. Because I normally wouldn't have. I would have said, no, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. And the angels are like, what? Who do you think brought you here? I'm giving you guys credit. Angels like, what? Right? Fire signs, you know. It's like, you're like, well, we kind of got you here, but see, this is the communication. So it's more like, it's, yes, you want me here. You want me here more in a different capacity. You don't want the same readings over and over and over, waiting. So now the collective, I could get 15,000 of you on. And this reading would matter because it would resonate. And not only that, it would resonate in the way that matters most. Because you could have Capricorn in your moon sign. You could have Sag in your rising. You could have Leo in your Venus. So it's gonna matter. That's what they're telling me, because you're a complex creature, aren't you? Aren't you? Justice energy. There it is. That's Libra energy right there. That's Libra in the Akashic. That's saying you're tapping into some really ancient energy. The thing you've been chasing for a while. The thing that's really like kind of like saying, I need to have this. I need to follow through. The truth does not outrun you. Golden position, this is the one that's already here, fascinatingly making me curious, saying we're heading into some major money. It's not here. It's almost like wait, and you can hear the creaking. Wait, it's gonna happen. It's happening for you. You can't stop it. You're letting it go, but you won't let it go. It's control. Oh, maybe not. This is rest, holding back. Are we holding back on ourselves, holding back on something else? I think we are. We might be. We're holding back a little bit. What are we waiting on here? So Aries, Leo, Sag, this is all you guys, but we're holding back. There's a fourth. There's a hidden fourth fire sign. Wow. A first I've never seen. There's another fire sign, or another sign that mimics the fire signs. I could probably find this out here in a moment, but it's almost like there's another sign that mimics. I think it could be an air sign. Yep, Gemini. There's a Gemini that mimics the fire signs. That maybe, I think what they're saying is Gemini is very attracted to Sag energy, or this Gemini Sag energy. That's curious. I wonder if we should look that up. But what it is there's a Sag Gemini crossover. Something about that Gemini or Gemini fire energy. Something about that Gemini or that air sign lover energy is really playing a big part here. It's something about the air sign has an attraction to fire. Also, on top of that, this is short throw energy, it comes across a little different because this is gray area, but what we're seeing is the thing that's not being said is something about feelings, love, control. It's also letting go of control. There might be even love coming in here, fire signs. Unfortunately, that's what's happening. Because you said wait. It said wait for what? And you said, and then at the last minute, love sneaks in. Your intuition's telling you, you know it. Because the thing we're not, like, you're kind of like having communication with something beyond the normal, something beyond the universe, something beyond what we would consider to be outside the scope of reality. And this has been happening for a while now. And now I just bring it to the forefront. This is an Akashic card as I bring you to the forefront. $1 million payday. See, we got 9 pentacles. We're missing that 10th. And you're just before you fire that pentacle off, and you launch that catapult. T. Santaro says, you know what the outcome is going to be, and that's what you're asking. That's what you're trying to say. Hey, what about? And they're telling you this is not 2026. This is like within a week or two, which still I think keeps us within that timeline. You have to let go of stuff. You're not taking them into 2026. Like, that's the justice energy. Wow. You have to learn to let go. And that gives you a freedom. That gives you almost like a setting up of a positioning. Yes, thank you. It's telling me you're positioning yourself in a really wonderful place for 2026, 7, 8, 9. Don't say, well, that's too far away. And don't say that's what you want to be doing. Here's a great example. If I said I could give you a piece of land in Malibu, you say, oh, I can't afford that. No, this is 1810. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, whoa, wait. You know, how much, oh, wait, we can give you as much as you want. It's all about timing, and the universe is trying to tell you that this is all about timing. There's something hidden here spiritual that's actually counteracting the starseed energy. I think you are becoming very illuminant, or luminescent. Maybe you're manifesting. Something's holding this back. That's that fourth, or maybe the Gemini energy. There's something coming in that's playing against the fire sign. It's a dance of energy. Really romantic-ish, loving, caring. It could be love. It could actually be love. Because what I see here is an Akashic record saying it's being written or played out. If this was like the yellow card, it would say, hey, we're manifesting into the 3D, but this is like manifesting into what I would consider the Akashic. And the angels are playing a role here. It's something you want, but you're still alone. Like, you're still alone. Like, you're very much alone. Let's not lie. Let's not split hairs. In the periphery, there is people there, but you're alone at your heart. Like, you're like, but I have nobody. But I have nobody. But yet I'm alone. There's a purpose behind that. Just so you know, you're learning depth. You're learning understanding. You're learning rebirth. You're learning the growth. You're learning, because you're so much better right now than you were. That's the difference. And you have to understand, look at how much farther you've come through the change, through I am alone. Yes, but look how far you've come. But I'm alone. Look how far you've come. This is the root chakra, and it's really fighting me to show me this card. I gotta tell you, it really doesn't want me to show this card. It just told me to take it. It told me to take it. You're the one, or they're the one. There is the one. This is a Akashic written record. Whoever this is, or whatever you're thinking about the person, it could be you, because the person that's on your mind, logic, there's your crown chakra. That person is the one. This is your soul speaking. That's when we get this card. You look at, there's not a person here. There's no gender. This black silhouetted thing. This is like this higher psyche. This is your soul coming out saying, hey, Darkwood's kin, you know it. Something's being offered. Very, very divine. It's being straddled by these very powerful cards. Also, it's the weight. You've been holding off. Maybe you've been holding off. We'll find out something more here in a second. Oh, wow. This card was backwards in here. I want you to go back and rewatch this. It should have been this to flip, but it came out like, it was like, boom. It was like nothing's hiding. Nothing's hiding in the gray area. Wow. That is different. And I'm not saying the card wasn't put back wrong, but I pulled that from the middle of the deck, upside down, backwards, saying, I love you. It's like, I love you. You know the slippages, I love yous? That's interesting. Yellow card here. This is solar output. What I'm also seeing here, this is the $1 million payday. Once we let go of trying to control it, guess what happens? Everything starts to fall into place, not fall apart. And that's the biggest challenge for us, isn't it? Because we're trying to control so much. We try to control everything, but it's not responding to those words. It's responding to the coherence. It's responding to that, that part of you that's persisting, not resisting. And there's parts of you that try to feed the attention or the self-sabotage or whatever that is, but the energy is moving to where the permission's given. That's a big difference. There's the alone. Person 1. There's your center line. There's your chakras. So you are really working with this, the universe as it would be. But there's something happening where the energy is coming in. You can see this energy on the periphery. But you have to walk away from what no longer serves you. Past life here dictates this is a life lesson. This has been a life lesson. This is, ooh, wow, shake up. I love what I see here because this is what I would call the cosmic keys. This would have not happened if it weren't for fill in the blank, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about. This would not have happened if it weren't for fill in the blank. It doesn't take a genius to figure that part out. Because just because things are still now or quiet or just because those things they didn't work out, that doesn't mean it's empty. And that's just bringing you up to maximum signal strength. That's what I see here. Let's keep pulling here because I'm super curious to see what happens. See, it's not a tower moment. It's the universe saying, no, you weren't meant to be together, or that wasn't meant to happen, but this other thing is. And that's why it's coming in really strong. I was talking about the Ace of Swords actually earlier, and how this is clear cut. Like, it's very clean. It's like, won't cut them off or keep them in or walk away. So you know what's no longer serving you, and you have the depth, the rebirth, the new version of you keeps coming online. Ask yourself, would you be this new version of yourself without that habit happening? And there's no way you would have been. There's no way. This Emperor energy is really coming in, proving with the Emperor Empress energy, the King or Queen of Wands, showing that powerful Leo Aries energy that you are destined to come out as who you were designed to be. Pre-life blueprint energy. What is the purpose for your existence? Why would you come to this lifetime if you weren't trying to be something more? What are you looking for more than anything is alignment. It looks like you're trying to be aligned or trying to figure out what the alignment is. The universe slams things down and throws a curveball at you. And you're like, no. And it's like, yes. It's like, don't get comfortable. Like, who the hell told you to get comfortable? Like, you have so much more learning to do. The version of you, like, in, say, 50, 60, 70 years is so profoundly prophetic. It's like, you know more than you've ever would have expected. It's showing me, actually, it's showing me my hand, and it's like, that's you now. Like, it becomes your hand, but this is all you are right now is this. And you end up evolving to the entire, into the entire hand. You're here right now. But it's going to keep knocking you down until you learn that this is all you are. If you were right here, if this is all you were right now, like, I could barely pick up these cards, but it's going to give you the strength to do the whole thing. But you have to go through these life lessons, getting these cosmic keys, walking away from these things. It's teaching you because you're Emperor Empress energy. This angelically touched tells me at some time, someplace, somewhere along the line, you have had power. I mean, extent power that means you controlled like a world, half a world. Don't dismiss it and say, oh, wow, that sounds fun. No, it means like it's some timeline somewhere along the world, at least in my readings, you have. And this might be spiritual control. This might be like, you know, the king had to come to you and say, what do? You're like, we go to war. And guess what? the world went to war. That's a very powerful card because it sits on the study or love card, sits on the love card, sits on the dark horse candidate on the star seed, right? Yeah, so that's become very profound. Weakness is strength. That's the Leo card. That's the chariot card. That's the one that's, like I said, it kind of hides. It sits there and says, hey, we're there. It's you know, heavy is the head that wears the crown. It's what you're going through now. Think about all the stress you're going through right now in this life. It's magnitude. You know how it feels. Alignment doesn't feel like relief sometimes. It doesn't feel like excitement either. You know, it's like, I don't want to go through this. There's that Libra energy coming through, that short throw energy. It's you getting reminded that you've gone through the same kind of things spiritually through the moon. You've gone through this over and over and over. And that universe is going to speak softly until you hear it. And that's all it's going to do. You're going to keep hearing it through songs. You're going to hear it through synchronicities. You're going to hear it through signs. You're going to hear it through things that are going to keep speaking to you. But it's going to keep talking to you because it wants you to be aware that wherever you've come from, wherever you're heading to, you have basically aligned yourself to this energy that presents itself the moment you're aware, the moment you say, okay, I'll pay attention. Because we hide ourselves in phones and people, silliness. But the moment you sit in this container, you say, okay, I'm at this timeline. I take this now moment and I listen. And you realize that waiting is not passive. It's active trust of this lifetime. That's the moment that you stop negotiating. That's what's happening here. It's this energy. Look, these are the same cards if you guys don't see it. King of Cups, King of Cups. It's this. Take action or not take action. It's the vulnerability. Because you say, I've lived so many lifetimes. Am I going to do something different this moment? You can. Angelic card sitting here at the topper position, giving us the sense of what do you want to do? Remember how I said there's a fourth sign? There's this. There's the Aries, Leo, Sag. That's when you start looking at your natal chart saying, what more does this mean to me? How do I enable myself to take this more serious? You assigned all of these parts of your natal chart, but maybe you haven't used it. Because we treat it frivolously. We go, oh, this is my sun sign, and checked out. We go, really? Have you looked? And I'm going to tell you, I have really deep dove. I've deep dove into that, to partnerships and how it overlaps, and it is fascinating. Numerology and that, and how and I call it the cosmic lens. Because once you take all of these hermetic layers and you put everything together, the universe is mirroring and talking to you. And so, another angelic card, it's talking to you in different layers that we can't quite understand yet. Gemini lover card. Angelically touched, Gemini lover card. It's this past life power that you have. You have an unwritten power. You can't fake your vibration. If you are, you're probably not here. If you think you can fake your vibration, you're probably not on the channel, because this channel is it's really, from what I've been told, it's only designed for the people who are truly honest with themselves, that people can truly hold true to their vibration. Because intuition is data moving faster than logic, and most people say, that's not for me, they walk away. You know what he's talking about. I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me either way. But this is going to really leave your life in a vacuum, and not my loss, because you'll walk away. And I understand my gratitude stabilizes timelines, and that's what I'm grateful to have this. I'm on here. I don't have to be, but I go on here to show that there's some cross correlation. I've studied this, not for me, but for others, because I looked at it for myself. I'm like, what is all this? And the more I pulled, the more I got into it, the more I got creeped out. I said, what is this? Do you guys remember what the card is at the heart chakra? Does everyone remember? Do you guys remember what your card was at the heart chakra? It's underneath it, if I drilled down. Yeah. The one that goes along with the King of Cups. It's that gray area. It's the one we don't want to start to... There's no noise, but there's one we don't want to start to look at. But it's really that chaos that is starting to order or reorganize itself in our lifetimes. It's that same gray area. As I said, you could be the tip of the pinky, or you could be the whole hand. And you're starting to say, I want to be the whole hand. And there's that Leviathan poking its head right out. There's that Chariot energy. The whole purpose. The drive. The multiple houses. The black or white. The letting go. There's no reins on this. There's a... I trust you, universe, but I know what I want. The universe has got it. Fist bump. We're on Team Universe. There's no faking this. This is an Akashic record. This is pre-written. Everything's gonna unfold at the speed of safety, at wisdom, at timing. I'm gonna do something else I normally don't do. Yeah. See, I just want to. This is for me. I just need to see something. If you force it, it's a tower moment. Like, and all this is telling me right now, fire signs, you're crushing it. You're crushing it. Like, you're crushing it. You're doing exactly what you need to do. You're crushing it. So you're basically saying, you know, I have a couple options. I can force this, be really unhappy, be miserable, follow love, and just, you know, let justice take its place. And that's December. This is Capricorn season. This is starting like in a couple days. Like, this is your emotions, and you're taking action on being happy for you. And that's what we're doing. And the universe is really saying, no matter what we do, we're gonna go that direction. Knowledge is power. And there's the truth. Because once we start learning all these little things, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that the universe conserves energy, you know? Or clarity costs less. Those little facts that we start to pick up on, that fourth hidden whatever this is, it's equivalent to all three of those zodiac signs saying we all need this. right? Because resistance really does reveal that attachment, and all three of you guys go through the same exact thing, but you're all going through a love situation, you're all going through some stress, but the power sits there and saying, like, you guys have some kind of connection. It's past life. It's meant. This is the fire energy. This right here is Sag energy. It's cosmic keys. It's the fire sign coming in. It's definitely saying love is sitting right there at the precipice. Manifestation, be damned. No, but really, the universe is saying course correction if you're interested. But it takes action. It's truth. It's the truth seeker. There's nothing hidden. But you have to realize that whatever you're doing here, you're doing it for the betterment of your future, for their future, for the future of whoever you're doing it for. But this is really looking at it in the sense that the awareness that you're looking for this person, at least, is not created by the brain. It's created by tuning into the awareness. Like, they're not taking action. You can see there's something else coming in here. There's a soul, or there's something deeper that comes along with this, but you've been doing this for years, for a long time, and it's almost like you've been putting your soul on ice, and it's been thawing since you've been born, right? And it's like you're slowly becoming more and more aware. Why is that? And and then you're saying, you've been told, hey, actually, you know what this is more like? This here is showing me more like the fire signs. Why do you think you're fire signs? Because you're realizing, you're saying, hey, we're thawing this, experience, saying you don't have a soul. You are a soul having a human experience. We're getting out of that mindset, and we were kind of put on ice. And with you guys, it helps us. Those fire signs, those Aries, those Leos, those Sagittarius, you guys are not afraid to say, wait, and it puts us out there. The universe doesn't respond to that desire. It's saying, let's lock in on this one piece. What do you guys think? What do you think from this? I mean, it gets crazy. It gets crazy because I can start to feel the energy more and more as I start to pull. And that's why when I had bought a dining room table a couple years ago, I'm like, I need it to be like 10 feet. And the guy's like, what? Because I could pull across the entire table, and the more I just start vibing, I can feel the cards. And my best friend, I was like, let me show you. And I could feel the cards upright. And then, and it was like reversal, upright. And I could feel, and I had the clear cards. It's kind of hard to explain, but the truth is, I could feel each card coming out, and it wasn't like I paused even half a second. It was like a rapid fire. It was like, and I could, and when you look, there was a pattern sitting right there. It was surreal. And I would like to say, I hope at some time in the near future, I could do that for you guys. I could get in there. But I don't know if the energy will allow it. Like, I'm not sure if I could get into it. I need the energy to be very pure to do it. But I could swear on my kids' souls, there's just some beautiful, like, gift that I have doing that. And I have these transparent cards, and I could pull as fast as humanly possible. And you could see the pattern, and you could actually see, like, almost images in the patterns. And some of you guys saw it, but there's stuff that you can see in there, and I only do it for once in a while. I know, Ethereal, you were there. I know Tiger Butterfly was there and saw stuff, but you could actually see things in the cards themselves, not just like, oh, that's the King of Swords. And it's like you saw things in the patterns. But yes, yeah, that's exactly it. So a lot of that is a lot of us were waiting for signs, and then at least this looks like it's less waiting for the signs and more just giving into, hey, whatever happens. And that it is. But then we get burned, and then we come back to it, and then we come back to it, and the universe is really saying, what is trust? Like, I just finished my Cosmic Codex on this, but it's the trust fall with the universe. Like saying, will you catch me? You know, will you honestly catch me? And what happens when the universe catches you? Like, what happens when everybody catches you? What if more than one person catches you? What if nobody wants anything from you and you just are caught? Really? I don't know. There's a lot of pieces that in my life that had to come together. A lot of pieces of that puzzle that would have had to come together for that to work. But I think we're there. I think there's so many of you who are really there, and you just haven't considered yourselves there yet. I'll read for Earth signs in just a few minutes. I'm just gonna take a pause, get some iced tea, and relax for a minute. But yeah, if you're an Earth sign, make some noise. We'll try to get the tarot decks picked here and get going. But yeah, I think the Taurus, the Virgos, and the Capricorns are also very important too for our grounding energy. And the life lessons of that Taurus card comes out very prominently. And I was talking even yesterday. It just came out here for you guys, fire signs. You'll see two keys crossed at the base, at the feet of the Hierophant. And the Hierophant has a lot of different meanings for people, but the keys at the base, at the feet, what I've been told by my guides, and they don't usually change the cards around. They don't like make their own things up. But they had said in more than one occasion, those are cosmic keys. And not because it's like, I'm cosmic. No. It's like, because they're so meaningful. They have, they breaks that, depending on the position, because you think about the Hierophant and all that tradition that comes along with it, that convention and the expectations. Think about when they open the Vatican, right? Or they use they do the knock and they do the special procedures, right? All of that, it's keys, all the special keys. Or keys to the city. It's all about tradition and pomp and circumstance. Those keys at the feet, for us, if you have my key, I have your key. It's a key to your soul. It's kind of in a really protective way, and because it sits between, what is it, the Emperor and the Lovers, the Hierophant, really. And then who protects the Emperor is the Empress, and then the Lover is protected by the Chariot, saying, I'll take it off. And no, but I'm serious though, it's not like in a bad way. It's not like you have like the Devil card or anything, but it can get bad fast. But the Hierophant is a really wonderful card. It's just saying, will you always be there for me? It says, here's my key, will you give me yours? And I love that. I do, I really do. How you guys doing? Thank you. I'm just reading for the Zodiac, the elementals, because I find going into that like fire and that earth, air and the water, and it gives me a new perspective. At least it resets me during the week. And I never really considered it. But what I'm going to do in a minute here is just read for the earth signs. If you're an earth sign, you're sitting out there in chat, please make some noise. Let us know you're there. And we could have you guys pick for the next tarot deck. I'm just taking I'm going to pause, get some iced tea here. Mm-hmm. It was an exhausting week. It was probably one of the most exhausting weeks I've had in about maybe 5 months. I knew this was going to be a killer week. It really was rough. You know, they're like, hey, Mr. Cosmic. I'm like, yeah. So-and-so is whipping someone with the tank treads. They weren't really, but for the Vex robotics kits, I was like, what? I'm like, oh my gosh. It was like last period. I'm like, ugh. He's like, no, I'm not. He wasn't. But that's kind of like, it's the embellish, lie, push, and stress. It was like, oh my lord. But it's like, I'm like, this is not working. Help me. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. For the new moon, I feel great, actually. I feel like I still feel, even for that Eight of Wands, I haven't seen what the new card is yet. It might even be that Page of Cups, but I haven't found what that new portal card is for my own readings. And there is one. And I'm very confident in that, by the way. Like, everyone's like 12-12 portal and all that, and that counts. But it's something I have started to have clarity on. Like, I'll read for myself and other people, but there'll be a card that will just continually. I have 6 tarot decks here, and it just nonstop will come up in certain important positions. And I'm like, what? So that Eight of Wands in my own personal life mattered. I'm like, wow. And it did matter even back on the Two of Wands. And then in June, it mattered. And I'm like, that's interesting. But I'm sure it mattered for you guys too. Like, I know it did for you, Ethereal, as you sit at 1,000 subscribers, right? Right? As we're about to hit that, like, Capricorn energy December, here you are at 1,000 subscribers. Not yet. Not yet. I'm just vibing. I don't need to pick anything. And so the new moon is good reset energy. I think we're all kind of that, what I just saw with the cups there and we're walking away from. I think we're basically saying what do we what's no longer serving us with those cups, really. Because we've had a lot of choice with the Seven of Cups. What you saw in the reading there was that, and this is what I think is going to show us right now. Because each one of the Zodiac, we are all so important to each other in a lot of ways. Think about how many friends you guys would have, and you call and say, hey, I'll just check in. There might be a person you're interested in or someone you can't get off your mind. But really, think about the people you just say, hey, I talked to so-and-so today. I keep talking to so-and-so. Or I haven't talked to so-and-so, your best friend or this other person, in a while. They're different. They're a different Zodiac, I bet, right? Or they have a different Zodiac makeup. That's the part that I look at, because they may have commitment issues, or they may have the relationship advice that you've been looking for, the long-term security that you've been asking about, the financial loss and gain that gives you the sense of security, the idea of success that you've been asking about, or the mastering, or the sense of why am I been running away. Let's get reading here. We can go. We'll start here. I appreciate you guys for taking your time, for being part of the channel. As always, I really do ask that you guys just hit that like button, get the algorithm on our side. I can tell you, YouTube has no idea what to do with me. It's like, what is this guy goddamn doing? It really is, because there's nothing like this on YouTube. There's no channel that does this. And so I have teaching, I have the Zodiac, and then I have my Cosmic Codex, which is like, what is this? It doesn't want me not to have it. And then there's the Beyond the Veil. And then we have the members only lives. But I really do think, no, seriously, because I can see watching, I love watching the analytics. It's the mathematician part of me. I'm like, oh, this is fun. So then it will like stabilize and it bounces up when I stabilize my content, because I like to just create content. I'm not like doing it for that part of it. And so it's like I think it thinks it's figured me out, and the minute it thinks it figured me out, just like anybody, I switch it up. It's the Aquarian in me. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? I'm like, you don't know me. You don't know me. All right. Let's do this. What deck did we pick for the Earth signs? Did we say 2 and 4? What was the number you gave here? 1 and 3. 1 and 3 it is. I think I'm gonna have to switch off this song. It's not that the song is bad, but I need something a little more. This song's almost over. I think I need a little more pick me up. And this is the song that I've always come back to. I don't know. I just kind of made this up. It's such a pick-me-up song. I might want to learn this on my acoustic, because I kind of just put this together with the Suno and then put in prompts. But I got this together just kind of like, so I had my own music. so I can control it, because I kept getting dinged. I'm like, dude, I'm like, I was just sampling music, which that was way more fun, just taking a little bit of something. But I was like at least I can control this. All right. Whoa, that's the card I was talking about. You guys see what just happened? Boom, bro. That thing hammered me. I'm not gonna take it. That's miracle energy right there, by the way. That's what that is, just so you know. That black and white, that right there, that's a miracle. But it didn't come out. It almost came out. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, yeah. See? Like, we're not joking. That's a Tea-Stained Tarot Fool card. It's skip Cosmic. Cosmic who? My hands are not even mine. Like, really, look at this, see? I'm telling you. We're in for a ride. Unfortunately, I think the fire signs are just kind of chilling. They're going to be enjoying their time the next couple weeks. Just relaxing, having a good time, giggle, laugh. Nothing major, no upsets. Like, the tower moment's been counteracted. It's like, and this here is like, I hope your earth signs are ready. Brand new star, intuition's kicking off. And this could be in your moon energy, so make sure you're checking out your entire natal chart. Power. Oh man, there's that 2 of Wands. 321 Wands energy. Akashic, brand new start into the future, where we are launching into something brand new. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, what are we getting into? This is clearly a brand new start. That's Aries, Emperor, Empress energy. That's like the beginning of a brand new empire. Whoa. Angelic card wants the secondary, so this would be gray area. So it's saying, hey, just so you know, before an angel comes in and says, I'm telling you, I'm bringing this. Like, this is Tea-Stained Tarot letting you know. Yeah. Taking off the blindfold for you to let you know, because you're going to ignore this. You're going to say, yeah, I know, haha, no. Like, this is coming in from the universe. So it's making sure all of what you're about to learn, all of this is coming from an angel, from the hands and the guide of the angel, like saying, this will, don't dismiss this. Because I really feel like it could backfire on you. Like, if you don't accept it as an angelic message, then they will like say, okay, well then we'll make sure you understand what it means to not have a message. Like, I know it sounds mean, but they'll make sure you'll understand what it means to get a message if you're going to be dismissive of it. Ready? Like, that's like, ooh, it's brutal. But this is Tea-Stained Tarot energy. Ready? Yeah. See? Marriage. That's 4 of Wands is marriage. It's commitment. It's long term. That 4 of Wands is, like, if it was swords, right? That would be like retreat, running away, pain, recovery. Like, it's like solitude. Get away. In this position, this way, because it's going from those 2 of Wands and saying, hey, we're going to take your blindfold off for a minute. Because there's a lot of pain, a lot of like solace and things. This is marriage energy saying it's everything. People coming home, we're celebrating family, friends. It could be, it's the beautifulness of life. You see how it starts to get convoluted? We have the first card, the gray area. This is your heart chakra. And that other gray area spills back into logic. And so we go back into this other area. And there's your Capricorn energy. There's that earth energy, devil in the details. Look at how wonderful things are playing out for you. It looks weird, but all your bases are getting covered. Logically, your bases are covered. From life lessons to the devil in the details to, do you have a backup plan? Yes and yes and yes. Hold on, let me check my intuition. Let me check my universal intuition. 2 cards, your soul or your Akashic records. What do we want to check? This is a really amazing energy. This is like getting promoted, like by the universe saying, I want to reward you. You've done very well. This is not just, hey, let's throw out a wheel of fortune so you can go, hey, look at that, so cute. No, this is like take a moment and say, you have good fortune. Do you understand what it feels? No, do you really? Let's pause the world for a second. Everything slows down. That feeling, when you feel like everything's slowing down, like everything, the lights are slowing to blink. They're saying that good fortune, that turning point, that becomes your wheel of fortune. Solar output, short throw energy 2 to 3. That's your world saying everything's coming back online. Wonderful. Your soul, there it is. It's making money, growth. It's you are the epiphany of growth and mindset of building. Everything matters again. It's not just something matters. Everything starts to matter again. That patience, that hard work, and you might have felt like you're kind of set back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. That mattered. They want me to do this for you because I feel like this is going to matter right here. This would be considered your gray area underneath that 4 of Wands, which was the special card. See, they're throwing this at you. Dark horse candidate, something that we didn't expect to happen happened, or something that's happening with this dark horse candidate. That's Virgo energy, by the way. That's Earth sign. But that's saying, because you have this Earth energy, it's forcing me to take this. If you guys go back and rewatch that, I was trying to push it back in, and it made me take it right back out. Look at, we're not holding back on being ourselves. There's the 3 pentacles. That's now. Look at how much, you can never take. Name 3 things that could never be taken from you. Let's be very raw, honest, powerful, and yourself. What's those 3 things that you can't take from you? Right? Because the universe wants to set the tone and be really strong here with this. Because as we look forward, and we say, when we even recognizing that you're realizing you're controlling this, your identity is collapsing. But what's those 3 things? Is it resiliency? Is it patience? What is it? Because it's sitting here in this moment, because your ability to protect, to grow, to heal, these friends, these family, this love, this long-term love. But I see persistence, I see growth, I see the generosity, I see wishes coming true. Yeah, past life messenger coming in, or I'll show you this out just a minute, because as an angelic messenger, pages to me are always messengers, but they travel the thread of existence. And it sounds kind of weird, I know, saying that, but they're not just like, hey, it's not like me to you saying, hey, I love seeing you on the channel, thank you. And I really do. But this is more like wink wink, some when you're driving on a road late at night and you have your high beams on and someone flashes you and says, and you're they try to signal you. This is the universe signaling you. Past life, passion, angelic hand. That's what they're saying. So we're going from 1 to 2 to 3. Something's out of order. Blindfold comes off. This is marriage, past life marriage. So this person, or whatever we're thinking about here, whatever we're getting into, this love, or this person you're talking about, or even this energy you're talking to, has past life love, has past life commitment. We talked about this even mentioning this as far back as 6 months ago. My guides are saying 7 months ago wouldn't even be out of the stretch, but it's that 6 to 8 realm. They said we did mention this. Virgo energy coming in strong. But it's telling us, if you go back and check the data, the records, you would see it. Don't hold back. And here we are sitting here, and they're saying we're going to see right in a second. Because here's the Akashic record saying, the sun's down. We're at the cold season. We're able to look at the Akashic records and say, here's the messenger coming through. They came through. And that's why we're able to look at it. This is the birth of something. It could be a child even. You could have a child could be involved. It could be a baby. It could be one child, one baby could have been born since. To ask your life, has a child been born? Has there been a child involved? Somebody or something's out in the cold. We have 3 of one of another. Interesting, brand new start. The root chakra, there's the emotions, there's the root chakra. We have the feels, as I would call it, getting the feels. Money's being transferred to you, given to you. Not as a surprise, not unfulfilled, but given, relocated to you. Really, that's amazing. How they move money into Fort Knox. They're bringing it to you because this is destined, because you have it given to you. King of Pentacles is Taurus energy. It's life lesson. It's destined to becoming yours because you have asked for it, or it's been given to you through the universe. But I can already see it. That's what I'm telling you guys. It's so fascinating. Angelically, this is the messenger. There's the messenger. These are both messengers. These are angelic cards. So when I read because it's the same reason I go to teach. Do I have to be a teacher? No. I find it to be a spiritual experience. And when I get into this place, it makes me understand things that, like, I wasn't perfect growing up. I had things that I went through. And that's the angelic messenger. That's this saying, I could have crossed the bridge. I could go do other things. This is Friday. I could do so many other things right now. But you're my importance. You, right now, this is you. I don't care who the hell's out there. I'm not even watching chat right now. I'm doing this for these earth signs. But I'm finding the perfect balance. This is not retreat. This is not running away. This is because I'm trying to find whatever that is that I've been looking for. That's this. That's this. That's this. I can't explain, but I can just tell you there's something there. There's this wonderful intuition that comes out, Akashic record that you and I are both tapping into that says, yes, I know, I want to, yes, I want to believe, so we must receive. Right? So here's, give me 2 cards. Here's the passion. Here's your soul. There's the angelic power. Like, oh man. And so what happens when you guys disconnect from me? What happens when you're not? What happens when we don't talk? Do we lose that? Do we lose that container? Do we kind of get spiral? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to let me know in chat. And like, hit me up in the comments below. I'm always curious. There's another one. There's another brand new start. You're always in the brand new starts. You're always creating, and that's fine. I love that. But focus on what matters. Focus on what's the most important start. More importantly than that, this gray area, this heart chakra right here, this is telling me that that silence is not empty. Those people who don't answer you, the people who don't call back to you, those people who are not answering you back, they're thinking about you. They always have been. Let's call it a fact right now. Devil in the details. Thank you to the Capricorns, right? Devil in the details. That emotion is compressed memory. It just seeks some kind of resolution. You have messengers that say, we'll give you the answer. You know, you goddamn earth signs are so nosy. You're like, what do you need to know? Like, really? And that's what happens because you have angelic support. Once you get their perspective, you go, whoa, what do you need to know? And I just use your wonderful loving energy, that wonderful recognizing I care about you, not attached energy. And right? And there's fear in that intelligence, but it's scary. Because what this tells us is there's some kind of beautiful connection here saying, if you're trying to find it out just because you want to know what's best, that's a beautiful connection. Then there are people who are trying to figure it out because they want to manipulate. That's scary. That's a scary connection. The depth here, that's the Virgo energy coming in. That's the, hey, let me figure it out. This, I always look at this as the ethereal lantern, though, the lantern of let me figure it out through the spiritual means. Because the universe is going to tell us, but it won't do for us. And that's the best part of this. The nervous system, right? The gatekeeper of the spiritual perception. Yeah. Like, it'll show us, but we have to act. And that's what comes out of this. That's what comes out of this. And that's why I tell people friends first. Akashic friends first is always best. You know, hey, maybe we're past life friends. Don't jump ahead. Don't do anything you're not supposed to do. And then let the relationship just break and do its thing. That's the angelic support. What I see here with the 6 of Cups, that always comes across as it's not a bad card, but it's innocent. Really, it's reunion innocence. It's saying we're getting back together. It's some nostalgic, saying, hey, I love how I feel. I do too. We're moving from that regret, maybe feeling unloved, abandoned, and that's what ends up happening in those earth signs. A brand new start, feeling abandoned to this angelically, like saying, I feel like there's a connection. There's a messenger here. Sun's coming up. It's cold, but the brand new start is there. It could be physical. As we start dialing in, we get really close. It's taking action. That's why I say the gift I have, it wasn't mine. I had to seek it out and try to get back into it. I had to figure it out in past lives. Like, but it's taking action. It's this sword being swung. The logical sword leads to overthought, questioning. But it really just leads us back to that same place. But what are we going to get into is the brand new start, brand new start, brand new start. Let's cross the bridge for you, Earth. Earth angel, Earth angel. Here we go. Look, see? It's like but you have to remember, you have air support. You literally have an angelic or divine being supporting you, saying this is meant to be. The stress is just kind of it's kind of like it's like a buoy. You know, like just like we need fear, What's a movie? What's a good scary movie without that fearful moment? You know, what's life without intuition? That's a better way. That's what they just said. What's life without intuition? So they're saying this is fast moving, and they're saying a reminder to me, to you, to everybody who's been on the channel for a while. There's that Eight of Wands saying we sent that message. You remember how they sent that Eight of Wands message? That was for you guys. That wasn't a hey, what a coincidence. Last card out. They said that was us. Are you in or out? Are you in or out? Are you Cosmic Collective or you're not? Become a member. Like, seriously, because this is like getting you into some kind of higher energy, and there's look at that. I split the deck. How cool is that? It's this. It's like they're saying it's getting a connection to something bigger. What it is, I don't know 100% yet. But as I find myself more and more moving into this full time and less teaching in the school and just volunteering there, then I can do this. I can kind of figure this out more for myself. And just as I figured out the spirituality and, you know, talking to the guides and saying, what is this, you know, and doing my long meditative spiritual walks, you know. But when I tore my hamstring and I was supposed to be out and do surgery, and I was able to heal myself and walk 6 miles within, what was it, less than 8 weeks? Because it was beginning of July, and by mid-August I was walking 6 miles. It was crazy. And I'm not crazy, but it was a mind over matter. It was a healing episode for me. I very much appreciated that. I very, very, very much appreciated that. And so when I did that, I was like, and I said to people, I will walk. I had this plan to walk like from one side of my town to the next, which was crazy. You don't do it. It's like you literally, they have a parking spot here and a parking spot. It's called the rail trail. And if any of you are familiar, I don't know, but it's the old railroad tracks. They take them offline and you can just walk them. And I was like, I want to walk them. And it's actually really romantic, believe it or not, but you can walk them like at dusk and with your partner. And it's just the railroad tracks. It's like the hump of the railroad tracks, and you're walking, and it's underneath a canopy of trees. It's super nice. It's like the birds, the trees, and it's just a smooth walk. It's really like super easy, but you're just kind of talking and walking. And I have done that walk a bunch of times, and I had hurt myself, and I was like, oh, I was out of commission at the beginning of July. And by the third week of August, I walked that 6 miles. I mean, I had full splits, torn my hamstring 2 places. It was like, it was pretty rough. It was the most excruciating pain I've ever felt. But I couldn't even get myself into the car. And that's what it was. And that summer, that was like when I think I would like to think when Cosmic was really, really born. Like, and then I started doing like, I actually, it's gonna come out in a book. I know it. There's gonna be a couple books, because that summer when that happened, and then I remember I was like, fuck you, universe. I remember I was sitting out in the back porch just hanging. And I said, okay. I said, I'm going to challenge you. I remember doing this. I said, this is how I started to learn everything about the universe. Because I started to do a lot of deep research, like books, the laws of the universe, like all this 4 steps of relationship, all of this stuff that we talk about, all the cosmic energy, all of the stuff that I get into with you guys. I've studied it, like, because I had nowhere to go. I was literally laid up for about 14 to 16 hours a day. I was on my back deck, just sitting there for weeks. So I said, I didn't watch YouTube or nothing. I just sat there and studied nonstop. Like you guys saw last summer, right? When I was full cosmic, and everyone was like, oh my God, this is awesome. I did that. And that's how I know it's going to be an amazing experience. It's going to be a ride like none other. But what it was is I put myself into that mode of I can just find wisdom and depth and intellect and teach and help people become the best. I'm like, what? I'm like, really? I said, and I took my reins off. I said, this is awesome. It was a personal quest for truth. And I did that. I did that for myself. I loved it for myself. I just really did. I gave myself a chance to blossom. And I found a friend on Facebook. No, nothing romantic, just to be fair. And I said, I just started talking to this person, random person on Facebook. They kept popping up. You might know this person. You might know this person. And I messaged them. I did. I said, hey, messaged, and we friended, and we became friends to the point I said, I manifested that you might know this person, which we did not know each other, by the way, to become a real friend I met and hung out with a few times. And now they're getting married in January. You're right. They actually been on the channel a couple times. Like, yes, like that. Talk about challenging my life. And so that came about when I had torn my hamstring. I'm like, see, this was like manufacturing a friendship, but it really was a tough friendship to manufacture. Isn't that interesting? And it wasn't about romance. It was about friendship. It was about raw, like, let's be friends. And I said, here's one of the rules. I said, we have to be truthful, and we always have to be friends. We always have to be available. And so she had messaged me over the summer because she was getting married. I think she was on her own, and she was just like, she had cold feet about getting married. And I think she just wanted to make sure would I answer. You know, it was actually adorable. And I just had these long conversations with her for a while over the summer while she was away. And we just talked, and it just was cute. And I think that part was adorable, but I was like, yes, like, I will always be your friend. I will always be your friend. And that's the thing that I want to tell people is like, we need to stay friends with each other. And people are like, oh, I could never. I'm like, see, that's the thing. I could never. You just said it yourself. I could never. And when you're friends with somebody and you offer either self-love or unconditional love, and you have the self-respect or courage to just be that person, oh man, seriously, it's not easy. It's not easy. And I'm not saying you have to, and it's possible to do it with everybody. But if you're offering, if your hand is out there, if that other hand comes back, then there you go. And I'm telling you guys, like, I've been friends with my friend Frank that I talk about for almost 45 years. My other friend Sean, about the same. I have tons of friends like that. Don't say ouch. Oh no, you're a Gemini. You're a Gemini. What am I gonna say? I thought you were making fun of me. Let's say it. I've had a rough day. But no, but yeah, the air signs, we're up next. I'm telling you guys, it's really tough sometimes. And no, this is not personal for me. This has nothing to do with any of that. I just find it interesting that once we let go of all of that, what happens to us? What changes us? I'm so proud of so many of you guys. Like, I watch you guys start to excel. And many of you guys, how many of you come on the channel because of someone else, like, saying, made you feel like you weren't enough? Really? You know? How many of you have had that happen where someone didn't make you feel like you were good enough? Like you weren't enough for them? And that's the worst thing. It's like, what? Like, really? Like, what could I do more of that energy? Yeah. And you're definitely more than enough. Like, here's an example. Sanchan, today, by chance, did you happen to thumbs up or like my Facebook post from Cosmic Boogeyman that was pre-scheduled? Thank you, by the way. Thank you very much. You made me feel good during a very rough time during school. Like, yeah. Yeah, see? I'm just going to be very blunt and honest with you. School was rough, man. It was an indoor recess. Last day, full Friday before break. We have 1.5 days of school. Good golly, man. Fuck. And you did that. I was like, oh, you made me smile. I was like, thank God. Like, at least Facebook has a pulse. Boop, 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 boop. No, but really. See? Those little things. Those little things. Maybe. I mean, maybe. I've known a lot of people. I don't know. Maybe. Oh. All right. Are we ready for this? Are we ready for air sign? All right. Sanchen, do you want to pick the tarot decks? I know you. Anyone else air sign in here? Anyone else have a say on this? I love doing this, by the way. Like, you have to, from my perspective, I promise you, I absolutely promise you guys, this is worth checking in on. Like, don't just say, hey, yeah, whatever. This is just another thing. No, it's not. It's so different. Like, because it's like getting the oil changed and then, you know, going to the beach. They're two different things. Like, this is like a check-in. It's like, does this feel right? If it feels weird, ask yourself why it doesn't feel right. Say, what's up? Like, what's going on? Are you in withdrawal retreat energy? Or are you in conquer energy? You guys, you can pick whatever decks you want. I love when you guys pick. I do. It makes me feel great. I love when you pick the tarot decks because it takes me out of it. I'm telling you what, you have to understand. I would out loud be swearing at the universe, and I'll be sitting there, and I'm like, "You kidding me? Like, what are you doing? You kidding me?" And I'm like pulling cards, sound like a nut job. But you see sometimes why I say that, right? Do you guys agree with me? Does anyone agree with me? Why that makes sense? Like, why I would be pissy? Like, thinking like I felt like I was getting messed with a little bit. Because sometimes it really gets fascinating. Yes? Yeah? I think we might see it a little bit here, because I'm Aquarius, ready? I'm Aquarius Sun, I'm Libra Moon, I have some Gemini energy in there, yeah, so. And I get along with all air signs very well. Not that I don't. I get along with water, fire, I mean, earth, like, honestly. But we'll see here. We'll see what happens. But I can tell you, my guides absolutely mess with me. And I was telling someone, like, my angels come through and they're like, well, they'll go, well, get me in trouble. Do something about it. They don't care. Like, they don't. See? Empress energy jumps out. This is a sign to me personally. To you guys, it makes sense. I'm going to tell you. Spiritually, one of you or some of you guys are feeling Empress energy coming in, or feeling like you are an Empress. It's a good feeling. It's like you are fertile growth. Like, you are the most beautiful soil available. Like, it's without you, nothing can happen. There's definitely growth happening here. Yeah. See, this is the gray area. You know, people are coming to you. Like, they need you. They need you. They want me to give you room. Like, you think I'm hearing, I don't know if it's from your energy. I'm hearing it from multiple sources. It's like echoing. You think I don't need more room? Yeah, see, look at this is badass bitch here. This is a Akashic record saying, like, this is not one of you fighting each other. This is all of you winning. Helping each other get up. Like, yeah. Wow, I've never seen that card that way. Because the 5 of Wands. Hey, air signs, this is a really compliments to you, by the way. Especially if you're an air sign sun. Air sign suns definitely want this for others. Like, we all win. But this here is definitely showing that, like, we all win. Because top down, see how it's like capturing, like, we're protectors. Like, we're capturing the protecting that energy. But there's noise here. There's something else here. There's this is King of the Hill, Queen of the Hill energy. It's, you know, Akashic. It's meant to be, just so you know. There is no avoiding your success. And many of you air signs do avoid your success, or afraid of your own success. See? It's happening. Look at the money in the gray area. Wow. You know what they remind me of? It's almost like, I don't know why they're showing me this, and I usually get these images but don't tell you, but I will tell you because I think it's funny. It's like a 1960s movie where they're taking, like, bags of money, or like boxes or crates of money, and it's in like a restaurant. It's not even an active restaurant, that the cafeteria is closed, and they're bringing money and they're putting it in the back alley, and they're hiding it. Like, this is your money, though, by the way, and they're hiding that money in the back for you. and they're just taking it through the back and they're hiding it. Very weird. Like nobody knows it's there. It's like a Sunday afternoon and there's money there. Whoa. Angelic card here. Yeah, look, that's long term. You are invested or getting invested in something that is going to be well long beyond your years. It's like getting your hands on something that no one even knows you have. This is a financial reading. I can tell you, it absolutely is. It's the Protector's financial reading. Angelically, there's an angelic hand here, but what it's telling me is, yeah, there's that 5. But not only any 5, guys. What makes it more fascinating is it's the 5 from the same tarot deck. Not only that, facing the same direction. Wow. I'm a fucking rock star at this shit. I wish my kids at school could see me. Yeah, there's my that's an air sign. That's an Aquarian right there. I'll flex for a second. Yeah, that's angelic. That's the angels bringing my Aquarian energy to the forefront in the gray area. Because each one of our signs has some kind of like protector or purpose. That's what it is. Gemini being the lovers, you know, Libra being justice, King of Swords being like the star or the, you know, star energy, you know, or the protector. But there's definitely some of each of us, but every one of us will make sure you're gonna be goddamn number one. Like, it doesn't matter. That's what makes you feel great. That's why if you're around an air sign, you're like, I love being around my air sign friend. Like, none of the air signs are hated. Like, no, like, you don't really hate your air signs. They're all feel like soul tribe. And the more air sign, the more soul tribe. There it is. Look at that. See? Yeah. And so because I'm way more in touch with that air energy, I can just pull right from tarot. And I don't have my face out there, so I make it not even about my look. Which, I'm a handsome fella. I'm a handsome little fella. No, but really, I don't make it about me. I make it about the entire experience in this. That's what makes this very different. So for you guys, for you air signs, you're connected to some major wealth coming in, and we're blocking it. So we don't want it. Like, we're almost like it's almost too much because we're really connected to that truth. So any air sign out there, ask yourself, what are you holding yourself back from? Like, really, what are you holding yourself back from? They're putting me out in front of you guys saying you're the air sign. No, they're saying, because I'm an Aquarius Libra, they're pushing me saying you go on stage first then. And so I hold myself back from the immense wealth that I could have from this channel. And I know that because I want to also be a teacher. And this is a conversation I had recently because I love being a teacher. And so I'm not doing this for wealth because I have other things I'm doing, like for investments. But this is the thing. We hold ourselves back for different reasons. And that's kind of they just said an excuse. See, there's the Gemini. The Gemini air sign. And we do it for all these different other reasons. Like, we refuse to see whatever those reasons are. See how the blindfold won't fall off? But other people can see it. Soul Tribe can see it. So when you guys get into air sign energy, if you're with another air sign, they're going to basically help mask for you. It's going to be truth for truth. But you have so much knowledge. I think what I'm being told, air signs, you guys bask love. Absolutely. You want to make an air sign fall in love with you? Knowledge, information. You know, send them a dozen roses of information. You know what I'm saying? It's just a basket of information, because that's what this is. They want that money, because information is money, because that's what this is. That's how they make money. They use information. Wow. Look at this. They manifest off information. They're not stupid. They're like, how many college degrees? 0, but I know more than you. Like, it's so much. There's this blockage though. This is what the thing is. This is conduit energy. So when the conduit comes here, like I was immediately saying, hey, we are soul tribe. Anyone who hears this ever is soul tribe. So there's this Empress energy immediately to me, cosmic, to me. So because if they're putting me right in this reading for all of us here, and like on this date, I'm manifesting money, all of us. Blockage. See, I'm generously reading. See, we're angelically touched, but there's a blockage here. See, like, see, it's so crazy. It's not mystery. It's spirituality meets science. Hey, there's the Gemini. There's the Gemini or Gemini lovers, Gemini lovers, Gemini lovers, Gemini lovers, Gemini lovers, or air sign. So we have air sign, air sign, air sign, air sign, right? Isn't that crazy? Air sign. And then we even have the scales of justice hiding inside of the Taurus energy. Yeah, it becomes more fascinating saying, if we approach this as equal air signs, all air signs, fist bump, what's up, attack us, you know, it's perspective energy. It's that's what I've been noticing, because we come at it, we won't give you an answer, but we'll figure it out. We'll give you the best answer. And that's how then we use soul tribe to our advantage. And not like our advantage, but we use it, we say, here's the correct answer. And we'll go to our friends and say, hey, we found this out, the truth. Have you ever heard of the truth? And we'll give you the truth. And then we'll turn it into good fortune. Wow. Air signs, how many of you guys do that? You'll go figure something out and know it's 100, not 99,999, 100% fact. You'll hand it out. Wink, wink, ripple, XRP, and then you'll do that. Like, and so I did that for Pina and for him and I, and we would just kept deep diving, and then all of a sudden you look and like SBI Bank, one of the biggest banks in Japan, is partnering with them and partnering with all these other things, and it's just interesting, right? And then you're like, well, what is that? It's just fact. It's just one of those weird things. The universe says, I need to hand this to you. This Queen of Swords energy, Libra energy, meeting, yeah, see? It's all of our air sign energy. We're like filters for the universe. There it is again. Justice, justice. So we're not handing out lies. We're basically helping those in need. How fascinating. Since here I am, a teacher sitting there with those kids, right? And we're talking about money, wealth, and what holds you back. Wealth, money, this. So each one of us, we have a spiritual handcuff to our lifetimes. Like we're each due wealth, immense wealth, angelic wealth. But we're targeted to kind of give the truth for certain things. See, there's your angel. If you hear this, I would claim it. I would absolutely write this in comments below and say, hey, that's me. I'm not kidding you. I'm not hesitating to tell you that. I never say this, first time ever. Because that is an Akashic angel stepping forward and saying, that's what this is. That's an angelic wealth card saying, wise investors, all the effort you've been putting in for the last 10 years, 20 years, don't dismiss that. Don't say, oh yeah, well, last day. No. Look at the sword. The sword. That's intelligence. This is intelligence. Just because you can't see it, let me be your guide for half a second here. Just say claim it and let it sit there. Because this is you, and we talked about this earlier, it's walking away from stuff that doesn't serve you and serving those who need to be served, right? And that's what you've been doing. Change it. Change your lifestyle. Change who you are. Get out of the abusive relationships and get into the family and friendly relationships. You know, walk away from the defensive relationships and get into the competitive relationships that make you feel fun. You know, get tickled. That's kind of what the air signs are telling everybody. It's okay, get into a tickling relationship and less of an abusive relationship. And that's more fun for you. There's your justice. And that's what the Libras are telling you. Saying, isn't that feel way better? You might not know everything, but it feels balanced. Only give what they give back. There's the justice. And then you can start giving back to those who need. Wow. Look at the Gemini again. And then you get to love, self-care. It's a win-win. It's what you've been looking for. It's a spiritual truth, the illumination. Air signs, I love this. I really do. Because you're targeting when you know bad stuff's going to happen, you're ready to deal with it. I really, really love this for you guys. Wow. There's the Aquarius right there. I could break this down for you guys one more time if you want, but there's a lot of air energy, just like what else? What? Gemini, Libra. Gemini. That's Sag. I guess it counts. I don't know. But there's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, air sign. What else do we have here? But I was saying that this is Libra. It just gets fascinating as I start looking at the Gemini. I talk about this. This is the hidden Libra energy. I talk about this all the time in the readings. There's another Gemini. It gets really interesting because as we start really dissecting these readings, this is long-term security. What is it you want? What is it anybody wants? As I just talked about my friend of 45 years and my friends of 40 plus years. I mentioned this is even more fascinating. I have a friend from elementary school that I was talking about to kids at school the other day, but he has no idea. I don't really talk to him often, but we're friends on Facebook. But I talked about him because I use his name, and I don't want to say it on live here, but I use his name all the time, just kind of jokingly, because I loved his name, and it was just a simplistic name, you know. We'll just say it was like Sammy, you know, and it was something like that. And so I use the name all the time, and it was fascinating. And that's the thing, is we are very much, and we're not looking to just hand stuff out. We're looking to hand the sword out. The air signs, we're a full service station. So we're not like looking to just fight with you. We're looking to have fun in that sport and have success. And so competition's a good thing, but don't never. I'll tell you guys, if I ever see you take advantage of anybody in front of me, good God, I hope they help you. Like, because the moment I see it, it's all done for you. I'm not kidding. Like, seriously. I am nice till I'm not. That's all I can say. I am nice till I am not, because people think they're all like, I think people think they know. I'm figured to them. Like, oh, I figured them all out. No, you haven't. No. Don't be mean, you know? And for me, that's how I operate too. I should get some iced tea here. But as people push, and when you push me too far, you're gone to me. Like, there is no coming back. There really is no coming back for me. It's scary. Because if you guys see how nice I am here, imagine what the opposite of that is. And it does exist. I'm sorry, it really does. It is scarier than scary. Like, and I do get that way. I do. I get that way with people who are mean and rude and suffocating is a good way. But people who just have no self-respect for others, that's the bigger person. And I think people sometimes feel, I don't know, I guess I can't understand what people feel. And that's why when I read the cards, it gives me a whole new perspective, you know? And it's helpful to me. But if you guys are just helping yourselves to hanging out, do me a favor, hit that like button. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. It's always helpful to the algorithm to say, hey, here's another one of Cosmic's channel's ideas, and maybe that will help. I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't think YouTube has figured me out yet. I've definitely got like big creator messages, like which is funny, you know. But I haven't really pushed it that far because I just enjoy this, being able to just make my own stuff. I don't want to be told what to make. I don't want to be pushed into doing something. And when I went big faster than I thought I would too. That's the truth. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. So I went from like 1,600 to 100,000 in like less than a year, and I was like, and I love the ride. I love how fast it went. And but I just basically took, if you guys say pay me $10, I take that 10 and I put it into a video. The promotions, you know, I'll just kind of spread it out. That's all I've been doing. And I find it to be helpful to me. That's all. And so I was like, and I turned around and I looked, and before I knew it, even Frank and I were like, we both were like, maybe 100,000 by October, and early August I hit it, and I was like, whoa. And so, because I have a lot of different types of content, and they all matter. They all matter to me, and I try to decide what's getting to be most important. But I'm basically building a real channel of catalog of like, I know what really works. Like the Cosmic's Codex stuff, like behind the camera, I'm kind of getting tears and stuff, and because I'm getting really deep with stuff that makes me think. Like I'll talk about my parents a little bit, and it all matters. It all matters to me, but it's more like I'm leaving a legacy for my own kids and stuff, so they can kind of one day say, you know, what did my dad say? And they can go back and just listen to me talk, because it's really me just kind of looking into that stuff spiritually from a spiritual perspective, and that's all. There's nuggets of a lot of myself in there, but I do appreciate you guys for joining in too, and being part of that journey, because it is part of whatever this is. There is spirituality here, and it's so bananas, and you guys are onto something. Grab your own tarot decks. Do not hesitate to trust yourselves. That's the other thing. I love knowing you guys are into tarot, and seeing people like Ethereal hit 1,000 subscribers. Like, that's so awesome, man. Oh, and knowing you guys are trying to do that. You don't have to be on YouTube per se. You don't have to, you can do whatever it is you want to do. But just be you. Whatever it is that you want to do, just have patience and put time into it, and really give yourself a moment to enjoy it, right? It's not about the race to the top. It's the race to be happy. And that was the big thing that I had a hard time understanding, because in the beginning I was just doing a lot of extra videos, and I wasn't enjoying it. And that's why I went back and redid the teaching. And that's why when you'll see the teaching come out, I'm way more happier doing them. The other stuff's still kind of around. I'm just unlisting them as they're around. So if you still have a copy, you might want to save it, because it's going to kind of be harder to find. And I wasn't as happy. I know I wasn't. They were more serious, but I wasn't as happy. And I definitely enjoyed going back and just putting myself into them a little more. But I'll come back and do the teaching stuff more, because I want you guys to know what I know, and go back, maybe look at it through like a numerological lens, and say, how cool would that be? Like looking at the tens of all the cards, and saying, well, when I have a 10 of this card, it means that, or 10 of this card, or the 10 of the, say, even the Wheel of Fortune. You know, why is that different? But it is fascinating, because if you guys, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but think about this. The 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. Guess what else? The 10 is the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, right? And see, it gets really interesting. But we talk about that. You're like, oh, I would love to have the 10 of Pentacles. Like, yeah, wouldn't me? Yeah, me too, right? 10 of Cups, family, love, everybody loving you. I love you. You're the best. But guess what else happens? That stress, exhaustion comes along with having all that family and money, and exhausting of all these people saying, you have all this money, right? Oh, I need help. Help me. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's just burdens. Like, heavy is the head that wears the crown. That's the 10s all the way. You know, the Wheel of Fortune sometimes is up, sometimes it's down. And that's kind of how you look at it. So I would love to go back and look at those cards, but bring out all of those, all the 10s, and bring them out and say, hey, let's talk about all of these for a second. That might be fun for us. All right, let's wrap this up and go into the water energy. How did you guys like this so far? Is this working? Did this help? Was this entertaining to you? Am I entertaining to you guys? Oh my God, I said that to a 6th grader today. I said, am I a fool? Am I dummy? I was so upset. I was trying to hold it together, but it was literally the end of the day, and I had it, and I know that everyone in the building was just done. I'm like, am I a fool? Am I a dummy to you? He's like, no, why? I go, I really? Because he was definitely messing around. But let's, yeah. Oh, see, Sanchin says I'm a dummy. See, Sanchin? No, I love being here with you guys. Honestly, I really, really do. You make my days so much brighter. I hope you guys understand that. And if you have your own channels, let me know. I would love to promote you guys as much as I can do that, as much as I would. Like, love Anna. I know you do your own content. Support her as much as you can. I love what you put out there. It's really unique. It has feeling to it. Does that make sense, Anna? It really does. When I see your stuff come out, it's so beautiful because it really has, like, it's coming from the heart chakra. I think that's the best way to put it. I love that because when I see your stuff, those posts and stuff, I love seeing that come out. It's just it's like a piece of the puzzle for you, and that's what I like seeing for you. Yeah, I really think you and Ethereal need to kind of do like one night a week, every whatever night. Go out there and just say we're gonna both be live together, and just you're live from your side, she's live from her side, but you split the screen. I think you guys would be amazing together like that. No, actually, you know what? Yes, I'm telling you guys, that's what you should do. You guys have amazing chemistry together like that. And just hang out and do your thing. And just take donations. Just hang and just be yourselves. You know? I think that you guys, I remember, because that was the best time I had come on the channel with you guys. It had its own feeling to it. I don't know, I'm just telling you. But I like what you guys are doing. I'm just speaking from the heart because I think I love that. But I would love to do was that you, Sanchin, who suggested the group readings? Because that would be something else. I think I could update my website a little bit, but I think I want to do something too. The group readings would be a great idea. New Year's Eve readings. Oh my God, you could hire me. I could read for like 20 people. But I couldn't read. The thing is, I couldn't read my 15 card thing. There'd be no way. I just wouldn't have the time. I just love reading. I get nosy. That's my problem. All right, let's get going. I'll read the water signs. Do we have any water energy actually here right now that wants to speak or forever hold their peace? Water, water. Water, water. I need to make some newer music. I don't mind this music. I had someone actually tell me they liked it. They said they actually listened to it. Cancer Moon counts. We gotta start promoting this more too. This would be an awesome vibe. The Zodiac stuff on Friday nights. Making this kind of a hangout. 2 and 6. Mm-hmm. Like this? Monster deck? What do you think? I don't know if I can shovel this thing. This thing's a monster. I don't think it's even doable. I got like the Sasquatch hand here. Alright. It's so crazy. That's so crazy. Look at the size of that thing. Alright, you guys ready for this? Alright, I'm off chat. Oh, that was tough to get out. Wow. That's why All right, here we go. Water energy, exhaustion, stress, akashic energy. You're at the end of your rope. This is kind of like, I'm done. We were just talking about the tens, right? This is saying the one we didn't get. It's like too many burdens, too much to go through. Let me put it this way: nothing real, like nothing ever real, requires any persuasion. Wow, this is. There it goes. There it goes. Going into the future, there has to be some kind of like angelic support, fire energy. There also is this it feels like this past life energy, passion, knight in shining armor, really, really beautiful energy, $1 million payday. We're talking about the tens. So that's why the universe says, it definitely can speak in rhyme and riddle, but it has like this ability to kind of let us know. Pulling 3 tarot decks here, which is awesome, right? But it's this past life energy. This is logic. This is emotion. And we're going to start rolling out into the other gray area. Look at this dual knights here. Gemini lover. We get the patience, saying love and patience obviously have to be the pillars of whatever we're going to get into. So if we're trying to persuade it, it doesn't matter. It's going to be like, well, did I force it or did it happen? And so when we deepen the relationship, we get into the relationship, it should just be. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean we should be forcing it. So the universe is going to reward that embodiment over the explanation. Now you're over explaining, but wait, and someone's trying to like convince you into being in love. It's like, really? Like, how anti-sexy can we get, please? And the universe is saying, when you find the person who aligns to that, or you are attracted to that clarity, that's when that feels more like you're in a good place, like you're not defending anything. Mid deck pull. Wow, this is a monster. Yeah, there's that Wheel of Fortune. I knew I felt it coming. There's that Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. 10 10 10. Boom. Should I mic drop? I should just sign off and say book me, and I'll never appear again live. Intuition. See? So what we're getting is this moon energy. This is like high level intuition. This is like the spirit, the soul speaking out into the universe. 3D. This is the yellow card saying it's pushing into the universe, saying all those things. Like, if we're stressed out, we can't make money. If we can't make money, we can't create. We can't be in that moment of, hey, everything's going great, I'm so lucky. Why? Because I'm so goddamn stressed out. My emotions are like rattled. I'm in the weird anxious energy. I can't focus on safety, and and then I can't get into expansion if I'm so pressured. How can you? So let's look at that gray area. Let's see what happens under the night. Yeah, look, justice comes in. So the universe is saying all these things are being brought in. I think honestly, because of you going into like autopilot. Look at these nights. I'm telling you, I feel like I don't think you are doing this as much as the universe is doing it for you, or you have learned this skill. Water signs. Like when we call you a water sign, but you saw we're not calling the Knight of Cups. Like it's all these different knights, but not the Knight of Cups. It's that moon energy. You're doing everything but what you could easily do. You're going the hardest way possible. And letting go for you is not a loss. It's precision. You could easily let go, but you're not doing that. Why? Why will you not let go? Seems like there's an older person or there's somebody else paying attention to you. Kids, dogs, animals, there's something. You could easily let go. There's love, there's passion. It seems like there's past life. Easily let go. But instead you want to remain struggling. Intuition's telling you. What's your intuition telling you? It would be unfair. But you don't want to let go. Judgment. Yeah. Oh, you don't want to be judged by somebody or something. That would be unfair. This is really like a better love or a better connection. Yeah, would make you. It would be a little bit less than what you have, but this would take action. This is taking action for you. Wow, is this This is like a love connection. This is like somebody's into you, or you're into somebody. This is past life. Wow, this is a love connection. But we're not actively pursuing it, or we're not actively over pursuing it because we're stressing over it. Because this person or whoever this other person is like, hey, meh. They're like, all right, that's the King of Wands right there. It's a bold lover, but it's coming in at a spiritual patient level, like saying, I'm okay. I know how to wait. I'm good. I'm good. And they're okay because they can maintain boundaries. They've learned how to maintain, to protect against. They're very stable. They know you're interested. They're stable. Right? And you're like, oh, I've never had anyone like you. And they know you're wobbling, which is okay because they're waiting for you to break. To them, it's sexy and a game, but there's marriage in the future for this. And I wouldn't say that, but this is the marriage card at the root of a 15-card read. And that's interesting because it could be spiritual marriage, but I feel like this is marriage. That's the judgment. Like, they feels like this, or long-term commitment. Because that's the strength of this. That's the universe saying, no, I'm backing you up. I'm backing you up. The universe is also backing us up with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, coming down with the Justice in behind that. Coming down with the Patience behind that. Coming down with the Past Life behind that. So whatever's going down here, water sign, this is like a relationship, or you're kind of in between deciding on something and you're not sure. Lovers, yeah. Like falling in love, like falling actually in love with somebody. Wow, lovers to lovers. It's a judgment, almost like saying, I don't care. What? 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 There's a lot of fire or passion in this connection right this moment. Whoever this person is, there's Page of Wands, and we talked about this earlier. These pages are messengers, but they ride like the thread of the lattice. So when they come through, they're coming through not necessarily. They're saying, hey, I'm not trying to interrupt your message. Just like nod or yes. Like, it's kind of like if we're talking about you're gonna get married or remarried, and the universe nods yes. It's kind of like that. But there is love here. Like, see how it's in alignment. Take action. Yes, there is this happiness. You're the one. You're the best one. There is happiness here. It is Wheel of Fortune in your favor, but there is this moment of messenger of what are we going to do? We have to take action. But I feel like we're really at this moment of, do you want to do that? Because it would cause you to move on. You would have to move on. You would have to move on. And I don't know if we're going to do that. Because it leaves us at this judgment, and that's where things are looking different. Because it comes down to money here. I'm going to be very, very fair. Aquarian energy or starseed energy coming in with the marriage. It could be pastful, beautiful soul. There's that water energy of your kind, and there's that beautiful, beautiful self-trust that we wanted. There's the loving yourself, understanding yourself, knowing you're worth this. You've been worth this. Why we're fighting this? We're fighting this. It's very clear here. We're fighting this. Is this your? Yeah, this is your week. This is your week. This is your week to have a kind of a meltdown, a little bit of uncertainty. It's like, God damn it, God damn it. It's your week. It's your week. But you're gonna kick off. You're gonna start doing really well in the next couple weeks. I don't know what this is. I don't know if something happened, but everything's gonna work out and it's gonna start to kick off. I know it doesn't look great right this second. Whoa, hold up. What's this? Knight of Wands energy, past life? Fighting past life connection even. Ooh, is someone fighting a past life connection? Libra Justice energy. I don't know if this is this partner or this ex-partner. Wow. There's a double Libra fighting a past life connection. Air signs. Libra. Wow. 10. 10. Boom. Mic drop I just heard. That's a topper card anyway. What is that? What the hell is that? There's your 10 of Cups. It all works out in your favor in the very, very end. Whatever this is, there's your 10 there, but it's basically telling me, like, is this your final card? This sits on top of that. Just to check things out. Tower moment. We had that earlier. Hermit. We had that here earlier. The moon. That makes sense, actually, for your water energy. Oh, man. You and somebody else have broken up. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, you and someone else have broken up. And this ends up working out in your favor. I don't know what it is. But it definitely looks like it works out in your favor because of some relationship situation. But I'm going to let you guys in, especially you water signs, in on a cool secret. This is what comes in. See how the 10, 10, 10, 10, that's those weird things. Like on the next like teaching, that's probably what I'll end up doing. It's talking about how I take numerology and I cross-correlate it, things I don't normally do. But I'll take the 10s, then I'll take the 9s, and I'll talk about how, like, the stress of this, you know, supports that. You know, because I think that's going to be one of those things. Anyway, that's what you bring in. It's the depth of all of this reading. But it's, I think it's pretty clear what we're seeing here. I think it's very clear what we're seeing here, and I think that's part of the process of the whole reading. So, what do you think? What do you guys think? Athera, what do you think about this? I mean, that's crazy. I mean, it's very telling as far as I can tell here. But I think we are done. Because I don't think there's anything else here. Because I don't see anything. Like this stuff here is crazy. Like this, these are your cornerstones. The fact that we the 10s and stuff. I'm telling you, it's. I don't even know how I can get into this mindset after today, after being like so like. All right, I appreciate you guys. I really do. What I'll do is I'll be back. I should be back tomorrow morning for a live tarot. If you're around, set that notification bell, set it to all. I'll be back tomorrow for some live tarot. And as always, share the channel, let people know I'm out here. I appreciate you. I always do. Thank you guys for being part of the channel. And as always, thank you. I'll see you guys. Peace.